Shalom, call Limelight Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well over the whole Philek, and a sincere Shalom to the whole Philek, the house of David, the 1/3. That's tuning in and pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered. Now I got this hot topic that's been going around. Russia pulls out of the Ukraine grain deal, which can lead to a potential blow to global, well, not potential, it will lead to a blow in the global food supplies, because this is just a part of the orchestrated famine. Russia said Monday it was suspending its participation in a crucial deal that allows the export of Ukrainian grain, once again raising fears over global food supplies and scuppering a rare diplomatic breakthrough to emerge from Moscow's war in Ukraine. The agreement brokered by Turkey and the UN in July 2022 was officially set to expire at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Monday. The deal allowed Ukraine to export grain by sea, with ships bypassing a Russian blockade of the country's Black Sea ports and navigating safe passage through the waterway to Turkey's Bosphorus Strait in order to reach global markets. So this was this wheat, this grain, has been sold on a global scale. So this is gonna lead to a serious impact for food, right? And people are gonna suffer from this. According to the European Commission, Ukraine accounts for 10% of the world's wheat market, 15% of the world's corn market, and 13% of the barley market. It is also a key global player in the market of sunflower oil. So Ukraine was pulling some heavy weight, man. And this, speaking of barley and wheat, I think that's in the scriptures, man. I think Revelations 6. This is Revelation 6 and 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice and what is a balance? To weigh judgment, right? And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, "A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny." Didn't this say wheat and barley, man? Taking a 10% hit, 13% hit. That's a decent size hit, man. That ain't no small numbers, right? Now, is it completely and utterly catastrophic? No, but this is gonna lead. This is gonna have a trickle down effect, and there's gonna be other events happening, right? This is not gonna get any better. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. Didn't they say sunflower oil somewhere in here? Yep. It is also a key global player in the market of sunflower oil. So you can't make this shit up, man. All right. This is all prophecy playing out. And you go into where it says a measure of wheat for a penny, that's a day's wage, man. Let's get that. That's a day's wage. What was it? Just to feed yourself? You have to work a single day just to feed one person, man. Was going to that word penny in the Greek, and it's a denarion. And what does it mean? It would seem that a denarius was the ordinary pay for a day's wage, right? and you go into a measure, and I think that means a day's meal. All right, let's get that. These people are about to suffer. And a measure, koinix, a dry measure containing 4 kotlei, all right, or as much as would support a man of moderate appetite for a day. So you're gonna work your job to and who knows how many hours, because the typical shift is like 8 hours. It may be 12 hours, it may be 16 hours, man, just to get this measure of wheat to feed yourself for a singular day. And that's just with the wheat, man. That's just with the wheat. So your day's wage will only cover wheat, or it'll cover 3 measures of barley. So people out here gonna be starving, man. They gonna have to work. They gonna have to work every day just not to starve. All right. It's not gonna end well for these people on this earth, because of great pride. Let's get let's go to Second Ezra. This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 21. And it reads, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth." Yeah, man, you can still go to the grocery store and get a box of brownies for $2. You can still get a box of brownies for $2, man. Okay? "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth," and victuals goes into food, "that they shall think themselves to be in good case." So people, they see the evil increasing, they see the cost of living going up, but hey, food's still cheap, right? "Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." We see that happening now. And these people, or a lot of people, gonna get caught off guard. "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine." So a lot of people are gonna starve to death, or get ailments that could have been solved, right, with certain type of foods, right? You may have a condition where you again need to eat a certain type of food, so you're gonna have people starving to death, man, and going out in another form of starvation, or I should say disease, right? "And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." So it's gonna be an apocalyptic world, pretty much. You either starve to death, right, or you somehow got food, whether it be you became cannibalism is going to be a real big thing, man. Okay, like that movie scene, and the Colony. I think the Colony 2016, I believe that's the movie year it came out, release date, the Colony. It was a scene in there where they stumbled upon some cannibals, man, and it looked like it. You know how a butcher shop, they'll have the meat hanging from the hooks in the butcher shop. They had human arms on the wall, man. They had human legs on the wall. One of the cannibals was like chewing on an arm or something like that, and another cannibal was butchering a human and just hanging the meat out, right? So you're gonna have cannibals, man. What else? You're gonna have people, these preppers, stocking up food, these homesteaders growing food, man. Um, and then you're gonna have the elect, man, doing these miracles, creating food, pillaging people for their food, man. Oh yeah, it's war, baby. It's war. It's gonna be all out war, right? Like our forefathers during war. You think they wasn't stealing stuff, man? Right? You go to a village, or you conquer that village. They got food in that village, wheat. You're not gonna take the wheat, right? You gonna take that. You gonna take that the resources, man. And this whole world is ours. So it's really not even stealing, because this world is ours. Everything. This world was made for us. Let's go to Second Ezra's, chapter 6. It's finna get real, and a lot of people just gonna fold, man. The majority, man, the average so-called man and woman today in Babylon the Great is through. They through, man. They're completely destroyed, specifically Jake. Jake is gone. This is Second Ezra 6:22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. All right, so this is talking about your crop fields, your not crop circles, your cornfields, right? Cornfields, cabbage patches, your pumpkin patches, right? The full storehouses, so Walmart, these food distribution centers, all that, right? Shall suddenly be found empty. So this famine is going to hit real hard, man. And everybody, they're going to lose their mind. And think about it. Jake is already acting like a freaking animal. And is somewhat civilized. So what do you think Jake and these people going to do, these heathens going to do when there's no food, man? It's going to be disastrous. These people are going to eat each other. They're gonna turn into freaking animals, like bears. Bears are cannibals, man. A mother bear will eat her cub if the cub dies. Other bears will eat smaller bears, man. Right? It's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be a very rough, very very rough, austere environment, man. It's gonna be hyper aggressive, hyper aggressive. This is Revelations 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord, the Most High, right? Yahweh, who judges her. So this Babylon the Great is going to be taken out, man. It's going to be hit with them nukes with 1 hour. Now let's end this. Let's go to end this in Romans 8. This is Romans 8. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of a Mashiach? Shall tribulation, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Now, nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us, man. So we're at verse 39. Nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is Hamashiach Yahushua our Lord. So all this hell that's finna come, the elect will be them diamonds in the rough. That storm, that weather this disastrous storm that's coming. And that's it for this lesson. Straight to the point. Lord's will is edifying. Shalom.